Would be good if I turn it around this way. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, peeps. Good morning, peeps. How you loving? Well. I haven't seen you for a minute since I got returned from Sedona. Oh my God. If you're new to the channel, I am Reverend Valerie Love, also known as KAISI, Divine Midwife of Soul Destiny, Christian Witch, and the author of 16 books on practical spirituality. How you loving? Because that's all the universe wants to know from you is how you loving. Today we're reading from the Raziel Tarot. Oh, I love this tarot deck. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Woo-hoo. As a matter of fact, this is the Major Arcana only. Major Arcana only. Hi. How you loving? How you loving? This deck is incredible. And this is collector's edition. I love it. I got it from HexFest in New Orleans last year. HexFest is every August, so make sure you get your tickets for HexFest. Just Google HexFest and you'll find it. How you loving, family? How you loving? How you loving? Well, so much to tell you since we got back from Sedona. So much. If you're new here, welcome. If you're new here, so much to tell you since Sedona. Did y'all see Calvin Witcher? Family, did y'all see Calvin Witcher? Welcome, members. I see Alchemy Seal, Queen Majestic Earth. How you doing? Tell me all, Queen. Did y'all see Calvin Witcher? What? Make sure you share that vid. Calvin Witcher is bomb.com central squared. Calvin Witcher, incredible. You got your life with Calvin Witcher. Off the chain, new age. Come on. He can break down that Bible far beyond any Christians that I've ever seen, and confident. He is a bright light. Now you're speaking in tongues, my lady. How can we see him? Wow, he is a bright light. It's incredible. Let me share with you something that's profound about Calvin Witcher and my union with him, my meeting with him. Synchronicity. I posted on Facebook, I believe it was something about the retreat. Calvin Witcher commented on the post. Now, I'm at the Sedona retreat. I would not normally have seen that comment. I'm not going to Facebook every couple of seconds. I'm leading a retreat. I would not have seen the comment. Something gently took my head, spirit, and had me land, went back to Facebook, had me land on exactly his comment. And his comment said, I'm coming to Sedona. Let's meet up. It was a very short comment. I was like, oh, yes. And right away I commented back, yes. Let's connect. Now, I have been seeing Calvin Witcher on Facebook around. I had not really delved into Calvin Witcher, essence of Calvin Witcher. I'd seen a couple of snippets from his videos, loved him. I had seen that he started a YouTube channel, loved him. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh yes. I hopped over to his page. And I saw, get this family, that his Sedona gathering was the 7th and 8th. And my Sedona experience was the 1st to the 7th. That 7th overlapped. Whoo! So here we're starting to see the synchronicity. I said, yes, let's connect. And then I left Facebook again. Hey, Wanda Souls, how you loving? How you loving? Look at our members piling in. I left Facebook again. Something gently brought me back to Facebook later that day. I would not have been looking at Facebook. I'm leading a retreat. I would not have been looking at Facebook. That said, he responded to my message and he said, Blue vortex, money in the vortex. I don't have my bell with me. Ding, 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 family. Ding, 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 ding. Yay! Money in the vortex, money in the vortex, money in the vortex. Thank you, Blue Raven. I missed y'all too. My goodness. I'm in Miami now. I'm home to DC for a while from Sedona, and now I'm in Miami. So, something brought my face back to his message that I sent you an inbox, I sent you a DM, a personal message, a PM, I don't know what you call it on Facebook. He sent me a message on Facebook. Now, let me tell you something about my Facebook Messenger. I don't go in Facebook Messenger. I don't go in Instagram Messenger. I don't DM, I don't PM. I don't do that. Good morning, Delana, Danielle, I love it, mwah, from Miami. I don't do those. My Facebook inbox is a no man's land. It has all manner of, it's like when we go in, okay, I'm going in. You got to put on your helmet. I don't go in. I send Zaire in. Zaire works for me. Zaire works for me. I'm like, okay, Zaire. Calvin Witcher sent me a Facebook message. And you know I'm not going in, so well, I guess that's your job. She's like, sure, KAISI, no problem. You making more of it than what you think. You learn that. Yes, I do not message. I do not message. And here's why I don't message. God didn't tell me to do that. There's probably 1,000 messages in there. God did not tell me to do that. God did not tell me to do that. God is very clear on what God has me doing, and answering DMs is not one of them. So Zaire goes in. Zaire, put on your helmet, Zaire. Put on your gear, because you're about to go into KAISI's inbox on Facebook. Oh my God. So I said, listen, go straight in. Get Calvin Witcher's message. Do not look at anything else. Many messages will seem very urgent to KAISI. Don't fall for it. We don't want to lose you in the Facebook Messenger. She was like, KAISI, you doing too much. She was like, okay, I got it. That's me, just being melodramatic here. And I tell you, she went and got the message. I said, first thing, we have to call Calvin Witcher. This was Thursday morning. This was Thursday morning at the retreat. This happened Wednesday. I'm so extra, right, Danielle? And I love it. I love being extra. So this was Wednesday when the conversation was happening. So the last thing I saw was, I sent you a message. She goes into the messenger Thursday morning before the retreat starts. 8 a.m. We're planning, we're doing what we do, right? We're preparing ourselves for an incredible day in the mystery school, Covenant of Christian Witches Mystery School. And she goes into the messenger, she gets his phone number, she calls him, and he says, this is Thursday. I'm flying in today. I'll be in Sedona this afternoon. Now his gathering starts on the 7th. Mine ends on the 7th. The new moon, look at this. On the new moon, ours completes about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. His starts at 7 p.m. in the evening. He says, I'm coming into town today. I can meet up with you today. I tell Zaire, yes, today. So we began texting and communicating. As soon as he gets into town, he's staying at this resort, we're staying at this resort, and we're going to connect. He came into town, got from Phoenix Sky Harbor up to Houston. I would love to come to Houston. He got from Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport up to Sedona. Lickety-split, smooth, easy breezy. Gets into Sedona, I'm here. Great, here's our address, hop on over. He hopped on over and it was freaking on and popping. When I tell you on and popping, that second he walked in the door was like bzzz. Bright light. Calvin Witcher is a bright light on the planet. Was that an awesome discussion, Danielle? Want a fire? Our members say it was fire. Members I got something for you next Wednesday for our experience. I got something for you for our live stream, members only live stream, financial sorcery. Zaire posted it yesterday, members. Woo, we're going to dig into some financial sorcery next Wednesday. That's for our members only. Incredible live stream once a month with our members only. Normally, it's going to be on the fourth Wednesday of the month this month. Because the fourth Wednesday of the month is going to be the holidays, we're going to do it a week early. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Well, not at all. Actually, in Miami, it's palm trees and sunny outside. But anyway, if you're in a place where it's beginning to look like Christmas, yay, 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 yay. So we're doing the monthly live stream for our members early. How do you become a member of the channel? You just look underneath the video and you're gonna see a join button. If you're on iOS, you won't see it. So you'll come to a desktop. They're still integrating with iOS. I tell you one thing, I am a Spaniard. I don't know many of the English names spelling. Oh, all good, Alchemy Seal, all good, all good. Well, you're in the right place because I'm actually learning Spanish for when I go to Peru in February. Maestro is on me, like, he is on me for the ayahuasca experience. Also in Sedona, I received clarity. There are only 5 that we're taking with us to Sedona for the ayahuasca experience, only 5. I'm going for my training before the retreat, and then after my training, the retreat group comes in. And we'll have one of our retreat team members with us, more than likely. Phoenix, also known as Tiffany Jackson, who is our events coordinator. She coordinates all the events and does a spectacular job. Like, she's a godsend, completely. So I'm very thankful, very thankful, very thankful, very thankful. So the next excursion is Peru. I've watched the video 3 times already because that right there is the gift that keeps on giving. Wow, wow, Juana. That's exactly why we did it. Because I tell you, Calvin Witchard. Oh, okay, excellent question. Calvin, C-A-L-V-I-N, Witcher. Witch with an E-R at the end. That's his real name. Your name is Calvin Witcher? Yes. And you're a witch? Yes. You're from a long line of witchers? Yes. Your people, Witcher people? Yes. The Witchers. I was done. I was done. So today he and I are connecting because we're going to be doing a whole lot more together. Now, let's see if I can get him and Jason Miller at the Covenant of Christian Witches. Yes, thank you, Juana. Let's see if we can get both of them, Jason Miller, Financial Sorcery, strategicsorcery.net. Someone put it in the chat for us, please. strategicsorcery.net, Jason Miller. Let's see if we can get the both of them to come to the Covenant of Christian Witches first annual convention. The Christian Witches Convention coming up in April. Easter weekend. Arlene, we're having a ball on Saturday night, a witch's ball. You don't have to be a Christian witch to be there. You can be any kind of witch, any kind of pagan, or just love Christian witches, or just love hanging out with witches. We're having a ball on Saturday night in Salem, Danielle. Covenant of Christian Witches, the weekend. Oh my guys, we'll probably have the mystery school during the week. And then that Resurrection Sunday spirit is like, this Sunday service for Christian witches is to unfold. Let's get it. I'm like, let's get it, spirit. I'm scared as I don't know what, but let's get it. Thank you, strategicsorcery.net. That's Jason Miller. So here we are. We will be doing a Christian Witches event, our first annual Christian Witches Convention, Easter Resurrection Weekend, Resurrection Sunday weekend. That's a resurrection. And we'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, we're going to have workshops. Ooh, that's your birthday month. Oh, come on, Danielle. You and my baby daughter, Miss Veronica. Miss Veronica, Blue Raven, how you loving? How you loving? Absolutely. So this is going to be a global event. from around the world. So Saturday is a ball, the witch's ball. And then Sunday morning is going to be our first ever. Hi, Zaire. Zaire, I was, good morning. Zaire, I was telling them about how I was being over dramatic about you going into our Facebook inbox. I was like, okay, Zaire, put on your helmet because you're about to go into KAISI's inbox on Facebook. Zaire was like, it's not that serious. I'm scared of it. I don't go in there. It's a forest. It's the enchanted wood, and it will gobble me alive if I go in there. I don't go in there. Oh my God. So I was talking about Calvin Witcher, Zaire. How you love it? How you love it? Mwah. So I tell you one thing. That weekend, we're going to have the first ever public Christian witches service in person. And they're also asking me for the parade. So let's see. I don't know what the city of Salem is going to say about that, but let's see. Hey, Kathy, how you loving? Let's pray. Deep breath. And a deep breath of presence. And a deep breath of owning divinity within. And as you breathe, make a decision. Make a choice, make the choice that you'll be a powerful, deep, even breather. No shallow breathing. Remember, lung capacity is correlated to life expectancy. Breathe, expand your lungs. And release. And expand. And release. And expand. And release. Holy Spirit, Mother, Father, God, Source, the one in all, through all, as all, the one life that we are all living in, playing in, moving in, loving in, having our existence in, breathing in, being healed in, being fed in, being covered in, being clothed in, being led in, being guided in. We're in this one life that is the life of God, and this one life of God is in all. It is the self of all selves. It's the heart of all hearts. It's the life of all lives, this one life that is God. And what we can say about this one life that is God is that this life is a prosperous life. This one life that is the life of God, God, Goddess, I am. This life is a peaceful life, and a peaceful mind unfolds peaceful experiences on planet Earth in peaceful circumstances. This life is a joyful life, a life full of joy. This life is a life full of adventure and discovery and growth and evolutionary ascension in this wonderful soul unfolding we call life on planet Earth. And we give thanks that everything that is here this morning is for the upliftment of all, that everything that occurs here this morning uplifts all, feeds all, and all here receive exactly what is required in this now moment, knowing that this is the only moment we have in this now moment. All are lifted, all are fed, all are inspired, all are healed, all. And because we know that the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, we expect rich blessings. And no toil, and no hardship, and no pain, and no trouble with it. Only the blessing of the Lord, the blessing of the law. Right thinking, aligned with right action. Bless all the LoveTubers that are here, all the LoveTubers that have ever been here, all the LoveTubers that are yet to be here. Bless all around the globe. Destinies fulfilled, love relationships, peace of mind, happiness, joy, health, wealth, overflowing good, good, and more good. Our word creates, so we know it is already done. Amen. Ashe. So mote it be. This morning we'll invite an Om to open us vibrationally to that which we desire to experience and manifest. Om. Feel the release from anything that troubles you. Feel problems melting away. They are not real. Problems are not real. Yes, they may be facts. They are not truths. Problems are not spiritual truths. When you are ready to embrace your third dimensional reality as the mirror it is, and only that, with no more reality than that, no more reality beyond showing me what I'm really thinking. Look down first and slowly raise your gaze. Be gentle with yourself. We only have one of you. You're infinitely valuable. Well, well, well. Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith has really been present with us lately. I know he makes his soul sojourns all around the globe and connects with many souls on many different dimensions and consciousness and awareness. And he has been very present with us. Here is the Raziel deck. Remember, this is major arcana only. Major arcana only. Rena Goddess, how you loving? Smash up the likes. Smash up the likes, family. Whoa, card explosion. Whoa, explosion. I'm in Miami this week. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get our major arcana card for the day. What is the wisdom of today for us, Spirit? These are ginormous cards, as you can see, so not quite as easy to shuffle as the smaller ones. By the way, they are gold framed. Is that beautiful? Beautiful. Beautiful, sturdy, a beautiful deck. Look at the back of the cards. You'll see the front in a moment. This is the Raziel Tarot from the Archangel Raziel, the one who is the keeper of all the secrets of the universe, the one who instructed Noah on how to create the ark, the one who wrote the book of the angel Raziel. You can say Raziel, Raziel. Whoa, the tower. Oh, the tower. Oh, the tower. Sudden drastic change. The tower. Wow, the tower. Well, 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 the tower. Isn't that amazing? Now, no one likes to get the tower because it's a card that people are afraid of in the tarot deck. People are afraid of the tarot. We have a menorah here on the tarot. This is an ancient Hebrew secrets. This is the book of Raziel, the secret teachings of Adam and Eve. You need that? You need sudden, drastic change. Sudden, drastic change. So let's talk about the historical or the little white book meaning of the tower. Welcome, light evolving Hotep. The meaning of the tower usually is some rapid, sudden, could be painful, could be catastrophic change, a destruction of what was there previously, so that you have a new world. Why do we have the tower? Why do we get the tower? On traditional cards, the tower is a literal tower, almost like what you would say the Tower of Babel was, or the Tower of Babel, depending on how you say it, from the Bible. This tower is a construct of our beliefs. It's all the things we think. It's all the things that we believe that are true or not true. It's just a big pile of beliefs. It's a big construct of the human egoic mind, the surface mind. What happens? A lightning bolt from heaven, called enlightenment, and breaks up those constructs in consciousness. Why do we get the tower? We get the tower because we did not willingly go through our consciousness by the path of joy. You know, we have the path of joy, the path of pain. You can choose either one. You're going to transform. You're going to change. Now, whether you go the path of joy or the path of pain is completely up to you. Either you're going to go in joyful surrender and trust and faith of the universe, participatory in your old unfoldment, or you're going to be dragged, kicking and screaming by the universe. Either way, you're going. Oh, everyone's going. You're going to change. You're going to transform. You're going to grow. Some people, you can just see them. They're just kicking and screaming through their whole life. They're not surrendering. They're not giving up their fight. They're not giving up their resistance. They got the brake, their foot on the brake while God is driving their vehicle, but they keep trying to reach over and put their foot on the brake. Why? Fear. All because of fear and a made-up story in our heads. So when the universe sees that our crust around this big old head of mine has gotten so that it can't be broken up any other kind of way, you get a nice little tower experience. And I don't want to say nice and little, because sometimes it's not nice and sometimes it's not little. It's a lovely wake-up call from the universe that says, hey, your thinking is about to kill you. So let's give you a little wake-up before you hurt yourself. And there comes the tower. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And why does the tower concern people? The tower concerns people because on the traditional tarot, you see a man and woman hurled out of the window of the tower. You also see fire. You also see disaster. So usually the tower portends things like car accidents, a diagnosis from a doctor that is untoward diagnosis, things that are painful, things that elicit great change, things that make us pay attention, things that make us wake up and grab our attention like, okay, the universe is like, hey, yes, okay, we have your attention now. Now, here's your transformation. Here is your change. Here is your new concept. Here's your new consciousness. Here's a new way to look at things. Here is the truth. That's what the universe is giving us. It's giving us truth. And we don't always like truth. Why? Because we are little babies and we like to hold on to our little security blanket and believe what we want to believe, whether it's true or not, whether it's working or not. That's what my ego does. It tries to hold on to little outdated, outworn beliefs about myself and the universe that are not true, yet I don't want to give them up because something in me wants to be right. And here's the real big reason why we don't want to give up things that just don't work. It's not working. How do I know it's not working? Because two reasons. I don't have peace and my life is not my dream life yet. Okay? You think it was going to kill you. Whoo, the tower, the tower, the tower, right? So here's what happens. Hey, Lena. We don't want to let go of these little tiny beliefs about ourselves because they're tied, they're intertwined like this with a story, and we think that story is who we are. I'll give you an example. Black woman. And why when I talk about Black Lives Matter on this channel, there was a lot of flack that came from that. I don't care. Yes, Black Lives Matter. And yes, white lives matter. And yes, red lives matter. And yes, yellow lives matter. And yes, brown lives matter. Yes, all lives matter. All lives matter. So people want me to be on board with the black thing. I'm never on board with anything black. Never. I keep telling people I'm not a black woman. I just look like one. This is the costume that I'm currently wearing to this ball. And I'm not attached to the identity. Right? Human beings matter. Exactly. Everyone matters. The stone matters. The river matters. The ocean matters. I don't see people standing up saying, the ocean matters. And let's all now put all our attention on the ocean. And I understand. Hello, we are not crayons. Hello, I understand that, right? That's it. It's like a flower garden. The whole planet full of people is God's flower garden. Roses and irises and gladiolas and gardenias and lilies and the lotus. Oh my God. And all, right? All these beautiful flowers. That's you. A beautiful flower, a rose or a gladiola, however you say that, an iris. We're all in this great big flower garden of life. Is a rose better than an iris? No. And yes, there have been many acts perpetrated on Black people. I know about them. I'm Black in this lifetime, right? So I understand that my family came over here, my ancestors and forebears in this lifetime came over here through the Middle Passage and through the diaspora, and now have experienced untold horrors in this country. I have a son that's Black at 31, and I used to pray over his soul all the time that he did not meet up with. We used to tell them when we were little, in the 60s when I was little, they used to tell me, if you get lost, go to a police officer. I tell them, if you get lost, don't go to a cop. Right? I mean, that we understand all of that. And I'm not on board with anything Black. Black this, Black that, Black. I'm not on board with that. I'm not. And yet many people are, because they think Black is an identity. And I'm very clear, Black is not an identity. White is not an identity. Divinity is identity. Everyone is God. Black people are God. White people are God. Red people are God. Everyone is God. And the reason I say black, white, red, yellow, brown is because according to some folks, they say there's 5 colored people on this planet. And I say there's more than 5 colors. There's innumerable individual expressions of God. It's God. Let's go beyond the 5 senses and what the 5 senses can pick up, because the 5 senses are always lying to us in this holographic universe. And guess what? I have met people that were loving who were Black and not Black. I've met people who are unloving who are Black and not Black. I've met people who are mean Black and not Black. I've met people who are kind Black and not Black. Let's go beyond color. Let's go beyond the 5 senses. Let's go beyond the 3rd dimension. It's not telling you the truth. It's a holographic universe. The truth does not rest in your 5 senses. The 5 senses are showing you the hologram, the matrix. All lives matter. Thank you, awakening grace. All lives matter. The baby, that God does not hold Black lives more important than Chinese lives. And God does not hold white lives more important than Mexican lives. No, 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 no. Everyone is equally valuable and equal in the eyes of spirit. There is the principle of equanimity. Every soul is precious. There's no soul more precious than another soul. There's no soul more endangered than another soul. There's no soul more privileged than another soul. All souls are equally powerful. Infinite power. Every soul has infinite power. Every soul is infinitely powerful. Just tell yourself that every soul is God. Every soul is God. A beautiful, hello, yes indeed, Danielle. A beautiful, the holographic universe. Ooh, light evolving hotep. I love the holographic universe. Oh my God, I love the hologram. Even though I'm very aware the hologram is not true. It's not the truth. The hologram is a matrix. As a matter of fact, Zaire was telling us that she and a friend of hers took a picture in the sky because they thought they saw a grid, and when they close up, over they were in Vegas, they saw a grid. Very interesting. Okay? These meat suits come in all flavors, but inside we are all light. All light. Yes, awakening grace. All spirit. Everyone is spirit. Everyone is spirit, and every ant is spirit, and every blade of grass is spirit, and every boulder is spirit. We were in Sedona, and every bit of this beautiful, luscious, beautiful mountains, Red Rock, Bell Rock. Oh, God. God has many faces. The goddess has many faces. The goddess has many faces. So isn't that something? Proof. There was a grid. They kept going closer and closer. Like they kept looking at the picture. You know how you can keep expanding the picture? What do you say? Zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. And they saw a grid. Grid. Okay. And you just taking a picture of the night sky like the moon or something. And you keep focusing in, focusing in, focusing in, focusing in, focusing in. And there was a grid. We're in a matrix. And nothing you see, you're not seeing me as I truly am. You're seeing me as you are. I'm not seeing you as you truly am. I'm seeing you as I am in consciousness. And the truth of every being, everything, it's all source. It's all source. Energy. Yes? Energy. So that's why we don't want to give up our beliefs. So that's why the tower comes along. I'll give you a tower experience right here. My uncle, Uncle Gary, he used to be in the Black Panthers. Power to the people. Like he was in the 60s, right? He was a Black Panther. He's black. We got to get these black rights going. Black, you know, Afro pick. And remember back, oh, I think that was the 70s when you had the Afro and an Afro pick in it. I never wanted an Afro pick in my Afro. I did have an Afro, but I did not want an Afro pick sticking up in my Afro, you know, with the black power fist. Come on. And and it was so funny because this was his tower experience. He went away to the military. When he came back from the military, he married my Aunt Sarah, and Aunt Sarah is white. And we were like, we thought you were saying, kill whitey. We thought you were saying that. Literally, that's what he was saying. And we were horrified and mortified because my family is not like that. My family is not like that. My grandmother and grandfather did not bring us up that way. Our great-grandparents did not bring us up that way. We came up in New York with all kinds of people, Jewish people and Italian people and Puerto Rican people and Dominican people and all kinds of people. We were not brought up to be that way. New York was not like that. You have people all kinds of people. You go and get a Cuban sandwich and you can get a gyro from our Greek brothers and sisters, and you can get some Italian food in Little Italy, and you can get some, you know, some bagels from our brother, a pastrami sandwich from our Jewish brothers and sisters. Not to say that these are the only things they make. It's not. What I say is, oh my God, we were brought up around a lot of different people. And my uncle was power to the people. Black, 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 black. He went away to the military. Spirit was like, his thinking is a little limited. Let's expand his consciousness, shall we? But we have crust around it because we really believe that shit, right? So that crust has got to be broken up. And if you don't break it up yourself from the inside, like an egg, like a little baby chick pecking out of your egg, then the universe will just break it up for you. They'll say, oh, you don't want to come out of your little beliefs about how this whole thing works. You think only black people are important. Well, everyone's important. In the spirit realms, everyone is important, not to the little egoic conscious mind that can even see black and white and yellow and green and whatever, whatever, whatever. Your spirit self doesn't see any of that because none of that's real. It's all in the hologram. Well, what was his tower experience? His tower experience was that he went away to the military. When he went away to the military, he had a very powerful experience of being side by side and being responsible for the lives of people who were different colors than him. And they were responsible for his life as well. So he was thrown into a whole different scenario than being from Harlem, living on 8th Avenue with us and Grandma's house. We're always black people in our neighborhood. Good thing we ventured out of our neighborhood all the time. We were always downtown, here, there, uptown, Middletown. We were always going somewhere, always doing something. My mother had us everywhere. We were very well exposed. We were at Madison Square Garden at concerts. We were at Carnegie Hall at concerts. We were going here. We were going to Broadway plays. We were doing everything. And New York has every kind of, New York is a melting pot. It has every kind of people there. I grew up eating all kinds of food from all kinds of people. It's beautiful. That's why I feel like I'm a global citizen. I don't feel like a black woman. I feel like a global citizen. I can relate to things that occurred to black women. Please do not think black woman is my identity. It is not. I keep saying I'm not a black woman. I just look like one. Okay. Okay. So he got a tower experience. Now here's someone else who had a tower experience like that, a similar tower experience like that. Malcolm X. He was the same way. Black this, black that. Muhammad Speaks, giving us bean pies in the Muhammad Speaks newspaper on the side of the street. Let me tell you something, them Islamic brothers in New York, they was looking fly all the time, fierce suit, bow tie back in the day. Oh, they were looking fierce. I mean, tight, put together, tight suit. With a Muhammad Speaks newspapers. They used to give us those Muhammad Speaks newspapers. Who remembers the Muhammad Speaks newspaper? And they would have a bean pie. So you could eat some good food for your life. That was back in the 60s and the 70s. They were doing that. They've been doing that for a long time. And those brothers would stand on the corner and talk to you about your life. Well, Malcolm X was one of those brothers. And he was like this with Elijah Muhammad. Wasn't he? Wasn't he like this with Elijah Muhammad? And Elijah Muhammad was right not far from where we were in Harlem, New York City. Bean pies, aren't they wonderful? With that delicious crust, oh my God. Hello? People would be buying them bean pies out their car that stop at the light. Give me one of them bean pies. Give me two. Give me three. Man, they were selling bean pies. Do not even play. And let me tell you something. Malcolm X, he had a tower experience. What was his tower experience? All he saw was Harlem. All he saw was black people. All he was familiar with was Muhammad Speaks and Elijah Muhammad and what Elijah Muhammad was teaching. God bless his soul, Elijah Muhammad. Until he went to Mecca. Tower. Just change your whole head around like, what? And he came back with a message that they killed him for. That Islamic people, he saw Arabian Islamic, he saw Middle Eastern Islamic people, white Islamic people, black Islamic people. And I don't even think that black people were the majority of the Islamic people in Mecca. He found the truth. He went to Mecca and found the truth. Bust up your whole mind. Won't the universe do that? It will bust up your whole mind. And have you seen that little thing I was thinking, that I'm a black woman, that very tiny microscopic thing I was thinking, that needs to be busted up. And you need to come into the whole reality of life. Wow. Life is way bigger than I ever imagined. Oh, why did he have to be killed? Because he fulfilled his life purpose. You see, it's like Christ said, you can't kill me. I can give up my life. I can give up my life, but you cannot take my life. No one took his life. Yeah, he came back and he was preaching a whole different message. He made his transformation. His soul made its glorious ascension. That's what he came here for. That's what everyone's here for. That's what you're here for. He made his glorious ascension. He had his incredible turnaround, didn't he? He made his glorious ascension. And he was complete. No one can take you out. That's all in the third dimension. No one can take you out. I am in danger nowhere in the world. Of course, Miracles teaches I am in danger nowhere in the world. No one can kill you, but you can give up your life. And when you're ready to give up your life, you'll give it up by whatever story it looks like on the third dimension. Somebody shot somebody got cancer, somebody got sick, somebody had a heart attack. They were done. You can't kill a soul. A soul chooses when they leave. Okay? A soul, yes. Oh my God, he came back, ascended, like Nelson Mandela. Tower experience, going to prison for all those years. Tower. My uncle, Tower, going into the military. Malcolm X, Tower, going to Mecca. Just busts up your whole everything about what you thought. And then you're left sometimes feeling as if you are falling through the infinite darkness of nothingness because you have nothing to grab onto. You want to grab onto something you used to believe, but everything that you used to believe is in shards. Oh, I've been there many times. I welcome it. It's lovely because it leaves you with no beliefs. There's nothing to believe in, simply a knowing of source, one and all. Amen. I leave you with that today. I love you. I'm now going to see about my family and Ether getting off to school. We're in Miami with the family. We're having a beautiful holiday experience. Mwah. I love you. I will see you in the morning right here on Vibe Up. ValerieLove.com. I am so happy for you and your incredible 2019 and your ballistic stratospheric 2020. God bless. Mwah. Peace. KAISI out. Yay! We did it, family. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.